Hello everyone! So for today's video, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Autobot Red Alert. So this guy is from the Armada cartoon back in the early 2000s. And I've seen a lot of videos on this guy and saying that Red Alert is a really good figure. I've contemplated for the longest time whether to buy this because I don't have any other Armada figure with me. And I finally decided to buy him probably last week. And so far, since last week, I really enjoyed this guy. I haven't put him on the shelf yet because I really enjoy putting him on my desk while I work and like fidgeting with him. Because he's a really good figure. So anyway, I also plan on buying the Legacy Armada Hotshot because I found in one of our local store or toy stores here in the Philippines that Legacy Hotshot is actually on sale. So he's only going for 700 pesos, which is like around $12. So really cheap. And they also have Transmetal to Megatron for sale at around 1,800 pesos, which is around 32 US dollars, which I actually have already bought and will probably do a video soon. This is not a paid promotion, but if there's any Filipinos watching my videos, you can check out Robinson's Galleria in Ortigas. Toys R Us there. They have a really good selection of Transformers toys, and those two figures are on sale. So yeah, let's get on with the review and let's look at the box first. So up front, pre-standard box for the Age of the Primes line. Let me put them aside so I can put this farther back. And of course, in front we have the photo of Red Alert in a pose, which is pretty awesome. Pose here, he's holding his other hand, which is his weapon, and here is the vehicle mode, which I really love the vehicle mode. I'll show you guys later. So another photo of Red Alert. Here we have him holding a different version of his other hand, the vehicle mode with this is like an evil fusion gimmick, similar to the previous toys. And of course, on the other side, it's a statue of the Primes. We have Prima Prime, Vector Prime, and I think that is Alpha Trion. So yeah, let me get this out of the way so we can take a look at Red Alert himself. So for Red Alert, let's look at his details first. First off, he has lead piping, light piping, lead piping. I'm not sure what it's called. So there, it's there, and then so sorry. The overall figure looks exactly how he looks like in the Armada cartoon, and this part, the chest piece, is really amazing in my opinion. Even though it's like a really big chest, similar to the original Shockwave, I still think it's pretty awesome. Like even with all the kibble and everything, he looks nice. I'm not sure how to explain it properly, but he really looks nice. So I love the blue color, and I love how the blue color actually disappears when he is in alt mode, which will eventually become all white. So the face sculpt is amazing. He looks exactly how he looked like in the cartoon. The Autobot logo here. I love the headlights, the yellow, and there are some extra detailing there. The grill on the car, the front of the car, the wheels are nice and detailed as well. There. For the arms are well detailed. Everything is nicely detailed. Now, one of the majority of the complaints that I've seen or heard about this guy is that his legs look too skinny compared to his torso, which I kind of agree. But eventually, when you get the hang of it, it's not really that bothersome. And of course, the shoulder pads are the doors of the alt mode, and at the back, we have here basically the back of the vehicle as well. Now, he comes with four accessories. So as you've seen probably here on the side, this is an extra hand from this. So I've never watched the Armada cartoon, so I don't know if there's a significance in the difference between these two. One only has one nozzle on it, while this one has three little nozzles. That's pretty cool. Put that there. So you can just simply pull this out, pull that out, and then change it for this one. Pretty simple incorporation of the accessory. The other one is this, which I really liked how this can be. So you can remove it. There's a slot here which you can peg it here, which you can peg this to. And this is actually a gun for him, which he can hold like this. And there's another one, which is another awesome weapon integration here. Not sure what this is. It looks like some kind of tweeze or something, but on the instructions, I'm sorry for Armada fans, I have no idea what the show was about. So in the instructions, it looks like this. So you can peg it there. And yeah, as you've seen earlier, weapon integration for this, for the gun, is really awesome. There's a slot here, and then you can just peg it in, and you can close it, and it disappears on his backpack, which is really, really awesome. If this was painted white, you wouldn't even notice it, which is really nice. So it can also turn into a shoulder cannon, similar to what I have here. So that in itself is pretty awesome. And this one, as you've seen earlier, you just open up the backpack, open this up, and then we can hide it here. Let me just there. And these two handheld weapons can be snuck right there, and it fits nice and tight actually. There. So anyway, let's take a look at this articulation. So for the head, he cannot look down because of the chest plate. He can look slightly up, sideways. My joints in this figure are really tight, which is nice. And for some reason, his head can do this. It can move forward and back. I don't know what you should use that for. Now for the arms, you can move the full 360. Can go back that far. Oops. Yeah, the shoulder pads are also articulated. Now there is a bicep swivel. Elbow joint. The elbows are double jointed because of transformation, so they can move really far. And unfortunately for this one, of course, there's no wrist articulation. But for his right hand, there is. For the waist, of course, the backpack will get in the way. If you want to move his waist, just lift his backpack up and then move his waist. And then just put it back in like that. So yeah, there is a waist articulation. For the legs can kick sidewards. Let's see. Yeah, only that far. Forwards, pretty much that far, and backwards, I'm pretty sure it goes as far as the backpack can take it. Now for the thighs, there is a thigh swivel, knee bend, pretty much a 90, and then because of transformation, there's an extra bend here in the shin. I guess this is the shins, right? Then the feet are articulated. There are ankle pivots. So pretty cool articulation for a Voyager class from the Age of the Primes. So now let's do some size comparisons. So again, guys, since I don't have any Armada figures with me, I will do the size comparisons on random figures from smallest to biggest. So the first one is the Transformers Legacy animated Bumblebee, Studio Series 86 Jazz, Studio Series 86 Ironhide, Age of the Primes Prima Prime, and finally we have the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. So here we have Red Alert in his alt mode, which is an emergency vehicle. So this is quite cool. and it's a really clean vehicle mode. As you can see, I've mentioned earlier, in its robot mode, it's purely main blue, but in its alt mode, only this part is blue, and most of it is white and red. Really cool. So up front, this is his entire chest piece earlier, so nothing has changed here. Now this are his shoulder pads, the doors. It integrated well, and this is the entire backpack. So it's basically just, and this part is the one on his shins or on his knees, like knee pads or something on the side. So it's basically just compressing him and then just clumping them all together, all the kibble that we saw in his robot mode. Now here's a fun thing that I learned from one of the reviews I saw, that this is actually a peg for a minicon. Apparently on the show there are minicons that help them somehow. And there were minicons in the previous version of this figures, of the Armada figures, but unfortunately for the Legacy and now Age of the Primes Armada figures, there are none. So that might be a cool piece in the future. And also another thing, the shoulder rocket that he has can also still be incorporated in vehicle mode. So he looks awesome with a rocket launcher on top of his alt mode. And he rolls really well. Really nice. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that if this is pure white, it would have integrated perfectly on the alt mode, even in this backpack. So I think that was a missed opportunity there. It could have been a really nice, like, the missile or the weapon would have been really invisible there, or unnoticed. But yeah, the Autobot logo are there. So pretty awesome alt mode. I really love this alt mode. This is one of my favorites, and as I've said earlier, ever since I bought this guy, I haven't put him on the shelf yet. He's been part of my work desk beside me because I keep on transforming him. And yeah, one more thing, I've transformed him probably around 30 to 50 times now since I bought him last week, and quality wise he's still pretty tight, and there are no like loose parts on him, which I really like. So quality control for this guy is really awesome. So let's do some size comparisons in vehicle mode. So first we have the Legacy animated Bumblebee. We have the Age of the Primes Alchemist Prime, Studio Series 86 Ratchet, Age of the Primes Prima Prime, and Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. So final thoughts on the Age of the Primes Red Alert. So overall, he is an awesome figure, especially for a Voyager class. His articulation is great, the quality control is awesome, the tight joints and everything. Posability, transformation is pretty straightforward, and which I will show on a separate video. The alt mode is really clean, really nice, spinned up wheels, the details are all there. The paint applications was really well done on this guy. Posability is awesome as well. So yeah, I highly suggest you guys get this figure, as he is definitely worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.